Last and the final session. For the closing remarks, I request Ms. Carmen Noguero to come up with the closing remarks.
Just a few words as we're running out of time. First and foremost, let me thank all the participants in the Third Spanish-India Forum. Listening, each of you has provided us with a thorough landscape of the bilateral relations between our two countries. We were convinced beforehand of the potential of the cooperation, but after what we heard today, we have a more acute conscience that it's the time to act and to make the potential a reality. Today we have had a chance to witness the relations between civil societies and the foundations of sound political relations between states. Promoting mutual knowledge between Spanish and Indian societies, their companies, universities, students, scientists, and artists will create the conditions for a deeper and broader relationship between our governments. Language, culture, and science are key sectors when we consider the relations between civil societies. Speaking somebody else's language is the easiest way to get to know the other. And we have reasons to feel optimistic about the future of cooperation in that field. Interest in the Spanish language and the cultures expressed in our language is growing throughout the world, India included. Speaking Spanish not only offers the chance to communicate and do business with almost 600 million people around the planet that can communicate in this language, but also opens the door to a unique array of cultural expressions. But relations, as we have heard today, have to be balanced if we want them to be healthy and long-lasting. That is why we also need to further encourage the presence of India, its culture and languages in Spain and the rest of Spanish-speaking countries. We have to aspire to renew the amazement felt by Octavio Paz in front of the cultural richness of India that he sensed had been a sentimental, artistic, and spiritual education for him. As well as many other Spanish institutions, the Instituto Cervantes is open to work alongside with our Indian counterparts and stakeholders in order to achieve this shared objective. We usually repeat that culture, language, and education are very important because they are vehicles of the values of a society that believes in them. In the case of Spanish, the values of democracy, international cooperation, and cosmopolitanism, values that we share with India. I would like to thank very especially the remarks made by the Secretary West this morning and thank the support of Indian authorities to extend the footprint of Spanish language and culture in this country. And now, thanks. That's a chapter of thanks. Thanks for the Spanish ambassador and for making this possible. To the president of the Spain-India Foundation and to his team, Berta, Vega, for all the work they have done from this inspiring forum. And last but not least, thanks for our director in this branch of the Instituto Cervantes. I haven't been here before. For me, it's been really interesting. To Oscar, to Alejandro, to Silpi, and for all the team for having us here and making feel so comfortable. And thanks for you all for participating in this Congress. Gracias, muchas gracias.
I would also request our ambassador, our Spanish ambassador, His Excellency José María Ridao, to give his final remarks.
So first of all, thank you very much to you all for participating, for organizing this wonderful meeting. So we hope that this is the first meeting, and the second one and the third one next will take place in the coming years in India, in Delhi, because this forum has been other occasions in Spain, but we have to continue to work here in India because it's a good occasion not only for Spanish experts, academics and officials to come to India, it's also the opportunity of knowing and increasing the knowledge about this country. Sometimes when we explain to our headquarters what is happening in India with Spanish trade, Spanish language, with the Spanish presence in India, I feel sometimes that they don't believe us. So it's very important for the embassy, it's very important for the whole team of the Spanish institutions here, sectoral offices, Instituto Cervantes, the embassy consulates here in Mumbai and the next consulate in Bangalore. It's very important to receive you, to have you here in India and to have our Indian friends together because it's the proof that we have a lot of work to do in the future and also that we have done a lot of work during the last years. I would like to also pay tribute to our Spanicists here in India because they started with this work. I would like also to pay tribute to Goyal and all the publishers. They started to publish books in Spanish and for the Spanish readers or people ready to read in Spanish because this is the beginning of the results we will have in the future and the results we already had. This meeting is one of them, and I insist it's only the first meeting in India, I hope, of the foundation, the Council Foundation. And we hope that this evening also you have the opportunity to come to the residence, to the meeting, the gathering we will have to decorate some of the most outstanding people establishing bridges between India and Spain. Finally, I would like to say that it has been a great pleasure for all of us working in India, and particularly for me, acknowledging once again that I have a great team in the embassy, in the Instituto Cervantes, in our consulates, and we have a marvelous counterparts in our headquarters in Madrid. So I would like to thank all of you for having made this possible, and I engage myself to continue working with all my team and with you in order to assure that the next year there will be another meeting like this, better than this is possible, and to continue working with India because India deserves our presence here. Thank you very much.
No event is complete without photos. It's the media time and Instagram time. So I request all our speakers who have participated in all the 4 sessions to come up on the stage for a photo op.